Go.
So we looked for the business and promotion. We looked at videos by Dollar Shave Club, which is their main video on YouTube because they have several, and we also looked at the Mask Brothers. So if we look at the production techniques and the context, they're two very different videos. So one thing with the Mask Brothers is it's very, because it's a longer video, it's a lot longer, it's about 7 minutes, and so as a viewer it takes more dedication to watch it, but also in watching it there's a lot of kind of close-ups and things that they're very, it's almost like a personal thing that they're trying to tell you their story, whereas on the Dollar Shave Club video it's just very much, here's our video. It's only 2 minutes, it's not long. We're just trying to sell you our idea in a small amount of time. So, it's like, say on the Dollar Shave Club, it's kind of a rough look, it's just kind of this warehouse from somewhere where they've just got all this stuff in the background. Doesn't look that professional, but it's because of everything they're saying is they're trying to get their business into. It's kind of you're trying to trust the person in the video to tell you what the business is about, as opposed to kind of looking at it. Whereas because it is it's more kind of amateur video. Whereas the Mask Brothers it spends a lot more time looking at things and how they do their business. Kind of all the coconuts and the little boats and everything. You can get an idea of kind of what they do. You get a feeling for it.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at cocoa nuts. Cocoa beans.
Cocoa beans. Whoops. And it's a family business because it's the two of them. The two of them work together. They've been working together for a long time, so they really tell you about the passion that they put into their work. And so you do have to be kind of a dedicated customer. It's, for $8. For $8 for one chocolate bar, you imagine it's kind of a once in a while thing. It's like you wouldn't regularly buy chocolate bars for $8. You kind of imagine, we'll get it at Christmas. Whereas it's literally any time someone's going to need to shave, But yeah, it's they're very different between the two of them.
Do you need some back there,
Okay, cool. Thanks, Andy.
Why screw that?
Right. Each of them have both got massively different marketing strategies for the campaigns, because obviously the Mask Brothers is like 4 times longer, 5 times longer than the Dollar Shave Club one. So it's sort of a Dollar Shave Club one, fast, punchy, in your face, all that kind of stuff. The Mask Brothers, it tells you a story about them, so it's more about the family tradition, how they make chocolate, where it all comes from, and their passion for making chocolate and that kind of thing. The classic hipster style that they go for.
It's kind of all the individual wrapping.
Yeah.
A lot's gone into it.
Yeah.
It's not something you can just go to the shop and buy.
They put a lot of effort into make it something special. Whereas the Dollar Shave Club is a razor. Is another razor for a cheap price.
Yeah.
But he's very much got the typical white car salesman style of marketing his product. Then he also says in it about helping the community. You're laughing at me. About helping the community, because he has the, I think she's Mexican, but basically because of the American thing that he's going for, whether it's an American company. But what he's saying is we employ people who struggle to get jobs and all that kind of thing. We're helping the community and helping people push themselves to move on. Yeah. Go on.
Come on, Sasha, you can do it.
You're sitting with that bad.
You're
Okay,
at 5:25.
The target audience, the Mass Brothers appears to be targeted to more upper class. It's given the impression when they use such a professional film, and even they put the outtakes in, they're not like achingly like funny. You don't end up hurting, laughing, but they're sort of, they just make you sniggle, which is something that people will remember. We also thought that it would be very much for travellers because they relate so much about the boats right at the start, that people then would be able to see that they've travelled and that they've experienced stuff, and that, you know, it's relatable and it shows that they are just normal people. And we thought seasonal gifts, because not often are you going to spend $40 on 5 bars of chocolate, but if you want to buy it for a Christmas present, or if you want to buy it just to put under your Christmas tree for when family come around or something, or birthday presents, then it's something nice and different, and it's a one-off treat sort of thing. For the Dollar Shave Club, it's more of a, you can tell that it's for YouTube. They very much based it on sort of YouTube statistics on that. A lot of people drop off after 1 minute of film on YouTube. Numbers start dropping after a minute, and I think that film's roughly around 1.5 minutes. It's not much more than that. I think it's sort of for the modern man, because people realise that maybe you don't have to spend that much on a razor, because people don't really look at you and say, oh, he's shaving with a Gillette razor or something that morning. And they just want to sort of, you know, have the razors. Clearly it's for bearded men or women with bearded men. That they don't like, and it's for busy people who just don't have time to go to the shop to buy a razor, just turn them on the doorstep and they're done with it.
It's the way that the video is structured. Like some videos, maybe to an extent with the master of this video, it's not structured properly and you don't understand it as well, whereas the Dollar Shave Club video is taking the time to, first 20 seconds we're going to talk about that, and then that, and so there's no point where you switch off. It's like relating to the comedy about the Master Brothers, it's the same with the Dollar Shave Club, with the kind of the person dressed in the bear and the little choo-choo and all that. It's definitely a YouTube video.
You would say the Master Brothers videos are artistic in a way.
Yeah.
Compared to the Dollar Shave Club, it's an advert, this is what it is.
And isn't it interesting that Mass Brothers is on YouTube, on Vimeo, and Dollar Shave's on YouTube? They're probably both on different ones, but it's very much a Vimeo video, isn't it? Mass Brothers and Dollar Shave is very much a YouTube video.
That feels back to that upper class and budget market stuff though. It's you've got the cat videos platform and the series film.
Yeah.
I don't particularly think that the Mass Brothers is targeting the upper class. I think it's more middle class people aspiring to be middle class. So especially in Brooklyn where the shop's based, as you've written with the Bohemian workplace. So I guess it's all like your aspiring writers and things like that. Just hipsters essentially. To put it bluntly.
Basically, a hipster company in a way.
That's been 9 minutes.
Sorry, mate. Just got that.
Go on then, rattle through it.
Right. Ethical considerations. Dollar Shave Club. Well, like I was saying, with the equality with hiring people that aren't basically what class as your Americans, like people from outside, make everybody equal. The swearing as well, so that can make it changes the target audience because it's more like your YouTube sort of viewers who are about 16 to about like 25, 30ish, who are into all that kind of internet sort of language things.
Do you think, sorry, I'm just going to put in, do you think it really shows a level of equality to have a Hispanic woman packing the razors and a white man
No, I think it brings up a lot about equality when it starts talking about how you're still getting the same razor as you would if you spent $20 on it, but $90 go to 100 featherweight. And it's not just about equality within that. It's about not equality, but similarity within the products, and that you're not actually any less than someone who will spend this much. And it's about showing that. It's about showing sort of the advertising can sort of affect a certain audience. So if an audience has more money, more likely to spend sort of $20 on a razor rather than someone else. But if they're showing you, and that they're trying to bring sort of the people who are middle class who want to spend that much, I don't know, and just show that everything's really the same. But it's just, I don't know, I'd explain that wrong, but
it just sounded a bit dodgy though, doesn't it? Like you said, where he's got that white guy and he's like saying to that woman, "Oh, where were you at like a week ago?" And she was like, "Didn't have a job. What now? You got a job."
I think
it's teetering along a very dodgy equality line.
He's just asking her a question and she's giving a really short reply. He's asking
it's that really simple language he uses
as well,
which
it's like he's speaking down to her.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yes.
There's some more serious issue, I think, there about equality. If it was a Hispanic woman presenting it, and then, it'd be very different, wouldn't it?
It was the same in the next video as well, though. It had that woman, the same woman, but she was white in who. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Are you done?
yeah, please.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Thanks, Archie.